Travis, say something.
Still, yeah, still echoing.
Let me go out there.
We done went live, man. Somebody clicked us live.
Well, we here now. And today just like yesterday.
Yo, Dave, Travis,
Yeah, I'm here.
E. Yo, E. Dave,
Yeah.
Dave. Well. It's your boy Murdoch back at you for another week of college football going down on the college tailgate show. As I'm rolling with my people, Stat Book Travis, the Spectacular E, and the Super Dave. What's good, fellas?
What's happening,
What's
man? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
what's going on, everybody?
Oh man, we here.
Ain't too much for real.
Ain't too much. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, not for me.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
there's a
think we.
whole lot going on in Georgia right now.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, because you're Auburn. What happened? You choose Auburn as your team. You're gonna go through them
I
times.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my team too.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, you got to stay on with them because they down 14 now right now. We're gonna talk about them a little later. We're gonna get through some scores from last week. We're led up to these big games for this week. As we know, Ole Miss number 22, number 14. Ole Miss took care of Kentucky at home. Number 7 Kentucky at home, 22-19.
That was a good game though, man. That ain't gonna lie. That game was back and forth with each other. Both of them played defense. Both quarterbacks threw. You know that game could have went any way. The kicker for uh, for Mississippi did real good. You know what I'm saying? He I think he had like 80 yards or something himself. With just kicking and you know what I'm saying. That was really the thing of the game right there because he was
Yeah,
making all his kicks.
yeah. The quarterback Will Levis he went 18, 24, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. And C-Rod, running back C. Chris Rodriguez Jr. went for 19 catches, 72 yards, and 1 touchdown. And wide receiver Barry Brown went for 2 receptions, 18 yards. But the costly would play that Ole Miss decent defense actually stepped up, made some plays, got 2 turnovers at the end of the bottom of the fourth. One created by AJ Finley, but then they got the ball back and driving down now. Down by three, could kick a field goal. They went for a touchdown, trying to get a touchdown to end it, which I don't blame them. And ended up formal defense. Ole Miss defense stepped up. They did a script on him. 54 seconds left, and that's how Ole Miss ended up pulling that out. Went down on the defense. Jackson Dart though went 15, 29, 213 yards through an interception though for Ole Miss. And Quinshawn Jokins went for 15 carries, 106 yards, and 1 touchdown. But like I said, old defense really stepped up last
Yeah,
week in this
Evans
big game.
Evans had a touchdown too in that game, and your boy Heath had 100 yards with six receptions. Well, you watch the game, both of them quarterbacks spread that ball out pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at that Cruz, I think he went 2 for 2, 53 53 yards, and he by himself made 8 points. That
Yeah,
and
oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
that.
That was a good SEC game. That was two clashes. That's a prime example of a good SEC game last week. Can't be mad
Mm-hmm.
at that game. That was a good game. That was 14. Number
Nope.
14 against number 7. Can't get mad. Can't
Yep.
be mad at that game. That's a good old. That's a good old game. That was called a good game right there.
Yep. It
Well,
was.
going down to the unexpected team, to the TCU to the UT Horn Frog, man. They taking on Kansas today, unbeaten Kansas today, but man, but we're gonna
They
speak
put a
about
Who
that a
whooping
play
little
on
later.
Oklahoma?
They put a boat racing on Oklahoma last
what you
week,
say?
man. Yeah, number 18 Oklahoma took on TCU and they put a whooping on them 55 to 24.
Yep.
Man, that was a boat race. TCU, Max Duggan
Mm.
went 23, 302 yards and 3 touchdowns. Running running back Kendra Miller went 13 for 100 for a buck 36 and 2 touchdowns. And Trey wide receiver Trey Barber went for he got three receptions, 107 yards and a touchdown. They absolutely boat raced them. And we're gonna speak
Yep.
about Oklahoma later and TCU. I said they headed down to Kansas today. That game going on now. We're gonna hit on that too. Them live games, hit on that. But TCU supposed to be the team on the rise, and we definitely got to talk about Oklahoma. Like I said, they got blasted 55 to 24, and they got a defensive mind coach with Brent Vermel down there. So we're gonna talk about them a little later on.
Hey, hey,
And let's say track.
the coach might have a defensive mind, but I guess the players got another mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
55 points just going on you.
yeah. They put a real nice whooping on them. Man, but last week, and we're gonna talk about them and what they did today, and both teams against Oklahoma. Like I said, TCU went down there, and we know Texas is down there, and Texas and Oklahoma added today for the Red River rivalry, formerly known as the Red River Shootout. But
Yeah, that's
it's the
all
Red
it be
River.
every year with that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. We're gonna hit on that. Just touching up what happened last week to lead up to this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking on speaking of taking care of business. Alabama took care of Arkansas 42 to 24, and had high hopes of Arkansas. They played timid and weak all game, man. Looked like they were just scared. I guess that's the Alabama factor, and that's in the game when Bryce Young went down in the first half, in the second half. They supposed at that point you supposed to got some type of momentum going. Bryce Young went out the game. He's 7 for 13, 173 yards and a touchdown and an interception. Like I
Yeah,
said,
Gill stepped in.
Yeah, that was a monster that stepped in. He is. Woo.
yeah, hit him for two big 70 something yards, 72, I think a 72 and a 76 yard. Like I said, like Trav said, he stepped up big time. He went 18 for 206 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then the reason why the name sound familiar to people in Georgia and around, that's the starting running back transfer out of Georgia Tech and got in the transfer pool and went on to Bama. And Nick Saban wasn't gonna pass him up. So yeah, that boy got down there and he's showing and he doing good things for Alabama because yeah, he stepped up. But KJ Jefferson was a disappointment. He played timid all game. He went 13 to 24, 155 yards and a touchdown. But he played timid all game. He left that game bruised up too.
Eh,
Yeah, so that's part
SEC
of
gonna be some bruises.
yeah, there's gonna be some bruises. That led up to him not playing today. He don't they game today. Like I said, we're gonna talk into that a little later. In Mississippi State, they rolled Texas A&M last week, 42 to 24.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, they put it on them, man. Man, that Texas A&M, I don't know which direction they going in. They was number 17. They had high hope for them this year, and yeah, man, they trying to they kind of like sliding in the wrong direction. And like I told you, I've been
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah, they sliding like Oklahoma.
yeah, they sliding in the wrong direction on the Jimbo, and Jimbo got to get some. Jimbo better get something rolling around there and get it going quickly, cause cause it's going it'll get away from with the quickness.
Yeah,
With the quickness, because they ain't like I said, they ain't got Johnny Manziel down there no more.
yeah,
They ain't
running
got
around and throwing.
no, they ain't got them down there, so they got to get it quick together quicker. But the game of last week that was really confusing for me to everybody was the
Here
Auburn
we go.
LSU game.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, thank you for listening to the College Tailgate Show. Yeah, we're gonna tap on that Auburn 17, LSU 21. Auburn jumped out to an early lead, but some type of way it evaporated.
And then, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's the same thing. I've been watching it, and you can't blame everything on the coach. But if your team ain't well coached, they gonna show up in the game. You go down the field and you got 14, or I think it was 14-7. You try a dumb play for where the running back throw the ball. Hell, man, you barely got a quarterback. What the hell you got the running back throwing the ball for? They bum
Man,
rush him. He just throw it. Just throw it like you just trying to get it to him. Like hot potato, get it out of his hand. It's a dumb call. And what happened? They march it all the way back down the field and score. And I've been watching horses. Every time he played, he called one of them little crazy plays where he think his team is doing something. The momentum is going in their way. He'll call a stupid play, and the momentum leave. The other team get the ball, and they go back down the field and score. So every time we call a play, it's equaling 7 points for the opposing team. Harson, you need to go.
I want him out the door already, huh? I want him out the
Yeah,
door already. Yeah,
go.
man, he
Man, I wanted to go last year.
yeah. I thought Auburn. I really did think Auburn gonna pull that one out, but we're gonna hit on Auburn again a little later. They got their hands full down in Georgia. They was down 14-0 to Georgia, but we'll touch on that a little later. But I really thought they had that one in the bag last week. I thought they was gonna pull the
They
upset
had
with
a hole
LSU.
in
Say again,
they had a hole in it. It's called Harson. He cut the bag.
you cut the
Yeah,
bag.
Auburn was moving the ball. They just they wasn't putting no points up.
Yeah, they won't put nothing up, but all right, now we're gonna move on to this week. That was touching up. We was touching up on last week games and getting brushed up to what the lead on for to today. That brings us to the Mighty Gators. Florida Gators early game. Florida Gators took care of Mizzou, Missouri, 24-17. Florida came alive in the second half, putting together 266 yards in the second half. And next up for them is LSU. As Anthony Richardson go 8 14, 66 yards, a touchdown, had an interception. And but the play but the player of the game is defensive back Jaden Hill had two interceptions, one was pick for a pick six. So yeah, he had a good game. So came to more for a defensive thing than
Yeah, that's all Florida
anything.
really doing is a lightweight defense. Cause I don't know what to say about them down there. AK as he might have changed his name to KA. He didn't change it one time, but they ain't really doing that.
Not like he played against Utah. We thought that was gonna be the thing with them with Utah, but that turned out to be, what I'm saying, they turned out to be sluggish, man. I don't know after that Utah State thing, Utah State they just started going in the opposite direction, man. For the offense getting sputtered, defense is,
I'm,
what I'm saying,
it
here
was
and
that
there.
Kentucky beatdown. It was that Kentucky beatdown on them that stopped them in the second quarter. They scored no more. They turned around and went got shellacking from Tennessee. They ain't got no confidence no more. They was faking, fakers,
Oh man,
faker
he gonna tell
gators.
you, you got to be kidding,
That's what it
man. Now
was,
they
faker gators.
No, man, they gonna get. But the one thing about it, like I always say, I take a pretty win over an ugly loss in a day. So when the clock got through ticking, it said Florida 24, Missouri 17, and that's all we need to know is a win, is a win, is a win, is a win. So that's all we need. But we're gonna move on. We but another game. But I tell you what, man, Tennessee and LSU. Let me say a little about Tennessee, man. I think Tennessee they got Bama on deck.
They
Tennessee
gonna
Tennessee
Don't say
look
it.
like they for real. They look like they for real. I ain't seen
they is
Tennessee
for real.
play like this in a long, long time. And I'm
Oh,
telling you,
since
Man,
man,
since since T
yeah,
Martin.
that,
since T Martin,
yeah, since
them
T-Mobile.
boys,
Let me tell you something,
they
bro.
hold on, let me tell you the score. I ain't get the score in before you get. I'm gonna let you get it. Tennessee 40. LSU 13, and they did this in Death Valley.
Yes,
And
sir. In
you
Death
got
Valley.
now go what you say, E?
Hooker, you got Tennessee clowns on them, bro. Tennessee, they quarterback Hooker, right?
No.
17, 27, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then you got the running back, 22
Stop it,
carries,
no.
127 yards with 2 touchdowns. This man Hooker, 6 different receivers, bro.
Yeah,
Six
Hooker
different.
ran for 56 yards too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, Hook, yeah, sure did. 10 carries for 56 yards now. They are number 20, Jay Wright, 12 for 59 yards. Then you got the receiving. This man threw 6 different receivers, man. B.
Sure did.
McCoy, he leading them, you know what I'm saying? 7 receptions, 140 yards. Then you had your boy, number 11, or how you say that
So
name, or Jay Ayo.
that bro you to my bro McCoy had 7 receptions,
Yeah,
149 yards.
yeah. And
Yeah, he
then you
went
had,
down.
how you pronounce it, Hayo. I might have
Mm-hmm.
spelled it
High,
wrong. He
yeah,
had
high.
4 receptions, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, hey, D. Williams hit that yard. He put him in there. I mean, they spread the ball around. Tennessee defense was at them, at them, at them. And I mean, LSU. You know, your boy Daniels. He got a touchdown, 300 yards. You know what I'm saying? But the receivers, you got receivers. Really, they will catch the ball, but they down. Time they catch it, they down. Tennessee wasn't letting no extra yards in there, and they were just throwing a little passes. The leader of LSU, neighbor, 6 receptions, 80 yards, bro. You
Oh
see
yeah,
what I'm
no.
saying? They
Oh
was
yeah.
on them. Tennessee
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
Yeah.
playing. They is the
Tennessee
truth.
played good
They is the
defense
Yeah,
truth.
today.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Tennessee, I ain't know, like I said, you when somebody say Tennessee, they you know they play sporadic every now and they might pull off a good game or two in the SEC, but lately over the last few years. But I'm telling you, this Tennessee team, they know how to play in tight games and they know how to walk over you at the same time. That gonna be the game of the day. They need to have the game day down there. And I don't know what that game at, Trey.
Oh, that
Oh,
game
that
was
was
LSU.
LSU.
No,
That was LSU.
I'm talking about the Tennessee Bama game next week. Ain't that next week or
Uh,
not?
I ain't sure where that next week. It really don't matter because the tide gonna roll.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. If the Tide got a chance to lose, I think Tennessee upset them. And I know already Tennessee gonna beat Georgia in the East.
I don't think so. They look pretty good, but I don't think they ain't ready for the Bulldogs yet.
Boy,
Yeah,
the way Tennessee been playing,
I just got it in there. Bama number one, Bama ain't gonna be traveling down to Tennessee, down there in Knoxville, Tennessee, to Rocky Top. That's a 3:30 game. Kickoff 3:30 game next week. That's gonna be an interesting one now. That's gonna be
they're
good.
gonna be
That'll be
very
gonna good to see.
interesting. They're
Yeah,
gonna
well,
show
Yeah,
you what Tennessee made of. It's a close game.
yeah, like you said, Jaden
Tennessee,
Daniels. Go ahead, Trey.
Tennessee, they pretty good for they playing average team like LSU, but when they playing teams like Georgia, Alabama, the top tier team, I don't really think they have a chance.
All right, like
Mm.
he said, but LSU, Jaden Daniels one throws out like he hit it on early, 32 for 45, 300 yards, a touchdown, the interception. He also rushed 16 carries for 38 yards.
Yep.
So it did that. So that gonna be a good. Yeah, like I said, next week that's gonna be a good game right there for next week. Very good game. Also, okay, we're gonna
Yeah, it is.
also was a good game. Also, Arkansas 17, Mississippi State 40. Mississippi State then pulled out two back to back uh SEC wins this week. No, the last couple of weeks. KJ Jefferson, he was out, but stepped in place in Malik Harsby. He went 8 for 17, 234 yards, a touchdown, but he had two costly interceptions. He rushed 8 times for 114 yards for stepped in for KJ Jefferson. And Jaden wide receiver Jaden Hasselwood had 3 receptions for 113 yards. They did what they could do, but Mississippi
Yeah, they
State
ain't do
wasn't
nothing. They
going.
ain't got nothing. Now one on got a touchdown. Mississippi State came in this game. with a point to prove that who was tougher. Rogers, number two, Rogers, this man threw 31 for 48 with 395 yards and three touchdowns. Did you hear
Yeah,
me? Three
yeah,
touchdowns. He spread the ball around. Then don't listen. This boy Johnson, this boy 17 carries, 100 yards, two touchdowns. Marks 16 carries, 52 yards, one touchdown. Then you got the receiving yards. You got your boy Marks leading them, 11 receptions, 80 yards. Then you got Duckins, four reception, 50 yards, one touchdown. Then you got A. Williams, three reception, 42 yards, a touchdown. Jay Wiley, two reception, 27 yards, a touchdown. Boy, that boy Rogers wasn't playing with them today, and that defense was all over Arkansas. Arkansas looked timid and soft.
yeah, yeah. Will Rogers wasn't playing with him, like I said, but that took Mississippi State 5-1. But I've been telling y'all all year, and when the season started, I got to keep saying it over and over again. Mississippi State came back with 17 returning starters. I keep saying it over and over. You got 17 returning starters. No way you shouldn't. If you lose, you still should be in the game. You got 17 returning starters. But
Yeah, I know. Arkansas they had a quarterback today.
KJ Jefferson, yeah, KJ Jefferson went out, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
though.
see,
But you
if
could,
they had a quarterback, it would have been a different game. It would have been a closer game.
yeah, it probably would have been. I give them that, but Arkansas didn't drop three straight. That's my team. I had to be the surprise coming out the West. They didn't drop three straight, and they in trouble. If they called know what the status is on
Hey,
KJ
I
Jefferson,
think
his
it would have went the
return, and what
same
he's
way.
gonna do. Yeah,
I
maybe
think it would
could have
have went the
lost, but yeah,
same way.
but KJ Jefferson make a big difference though. Running back
Yeah,
Dylan Johnson went
Mississippi
for
State got
17,
one
100
loss on
yards.
their record. They got one loss. They lost to LSU. You know what I'm saying? And
So
They should have
what
beat
that
it.
tell you? What that tell you about them?
LSU ain't
But
just
but
the the team that people thinking. People thinking that LSU is more or less very weak. They had a weak showing today, but LSU been in every game they done played this year,
yeah,
including
Yeah,
LSU.
the loss to Florida State that they could have easily won.
LSU had the talent. It just comes down to the coach.
Yeah, LSU gonna have the most talent all year, especially on defense. That's why they call it DBU and the linebacker. But like I said, they be having had to get the right coach. But for some reason over the past year, they can't never get a quarterback. Those seems like they can't never get a great quarterback. They had Joe Burrow. They actually got him on by mistake. So they can't draft. They can't recruit no top quarterback, man, and running back. So I guess that's they down thing. But like so, but running back Dylan Johnson went 17 100 for 100 yards and two touchdowns for Mississippi State. Mississippi State 5-1, and they moving along. Now we spoke
Yeah,
about
this.
TCU earlier.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
we
this
spoke about
Chip
TCU.
Kelly.
Go ahead.
This Chip Kelly first year, so he gonna get the players in there he won't by next year. He'll get
Yeah,
everything ordered. So there,
Brian Kelly. Yeah, Brian Kelly. Yeah, Brian Kelly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he got to get him a few times. Are they gonna end up the Notre Dame or the SEC, one or two? They got to get together. But we talked about TCU earlier, the way they boat raced Oklahoma. They took care. They stepped in the day. They had to take it down to Kansas, and Kansas was unbeaten. And it was a duel to the end, man. That TCU, but they 5-0 in Kansas. 5 man, they went at it, man. They went at it today. TCU pulled it out 38-31 in Kansas, man. That was a real true shootout there. TCU quarterback
Well,
Max
I
Duggan.
told you that this morning. Did I not tell you Tulsa over Kansas?
TCU over Kansas. Yeah, yeah, you did speak on that.
TCU.
You also
Yeah,
told me Michigan were gonna cover, but
yeah, they didn't cut it. What it was 9?
man,
It
it
was
was
like
10-10
9.
at 10-10 at halftime. We're gonna hit on
Yeah,
Michigan
that's
though. We're gonna hit
halftime.
on
But the
Michigan.
end of
Yeah,
the
but
score was they
still
9
didn't
points.
still didn't cover though. But
Right
we're
there.
gonna talk about that on to a little later on. But yeah, you said a whole lot of stuff that was wrong. But TCU quarterback
Where at?
by Michigan covering. We can start right there
That's
because
one. They
that's
barely
all it
not
take.
cover.
That's all it
Yeah,
take. But
that's
that's
all it
all it
takes. That's
take.
all it takes.
That's all it take
9
to bust
points.
the
I was
seat. That's
close.
all. That's all it
Look
take.
how many teams I picked and everybody won.
But I don't know about no everybody now. We'll recap
Look at
that.
it.
One of them, but we'll recap that because you
Look at
got
it.
10. But it don't take but
You
one to
got the
bust a
proof.
ticket. Hey, it don't
You
take but
got the
one to bust a
proof.
ticket. I got proof that they ain't cover because we but
They
don't
ain't
take but one
cover
to
that
bust
nine
it.
points.
That
They
they
had
ain't
a 10
bust.
point.
They ain't if woulda, coulda, shoulda. They know what
Yeah,
they say
and they
about
see
that.
how many
Yeah.
teams
But
go,
speaking on
go count for
TCU,
count.
we're gonna talk about TCU right now and the way they did Kansas when they went down to the wire. They ain't do it to them. Kansas were hoping to keep their unbeaten thing like that. TCU quarterback Max Duggan went 23 for 33, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Running back Kendrick Miller, 18 for 88 yards and a touchdown. And wide receiver Quentin Johnson, 4 receptions and a touchdown. They did. Yeah, they did. TCU, they came to play. TCU came to play. Kansas did too. Jason Bean, he was 16 for 24, 262 yards, 4 touchdown interception. While
Woo.
Devin Neal went 4 for 88 yards on the receipt on the run on the ground. That was a good game. Now they went back and forth,
That
back
was
and
a good
forth.
game.
That was a good game. That would that's what TC do. That TCU looking like they want to really make some noise. They want people to know that boat race they gave Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no fluke.
There wasn't no fluke. They coming out
Yeah,
the Big 12. TCU out the
yeah.
12.
The speaking of the Big 12, the most interesting conference it is right now.
Yeah, because that's because don't nobody know everybody suspect and the people they slept on TCU has stood up.
Nah, because you got TCU. That Kansas ain't got but one loss. You got TCU down there. And then you know what? See, like Texas and Oklahoma, they fell to the bottom of the pack. They beat punching each other. And then you got you still got Oklahoma State. They making some noise. You got that's an interesting cover to keep an eye on.
Yeah,
Nevertheless,
but
you
the
know what
only
I'm saying?
person that's going to know what a good record is with who? Oklahoma State and TCU and Kansas.
In Kansas and
That's it.
that shit, yeah, because
But
Oklahoma
TCU and Kansas look good, and Oklahoma State they looking all right.
yeah, Oklahoma State don't, so I say that only thing about Oklahoma State like that I told y'all they give up. They give up a lot of points, but they got a good team. But they defense, that front four playing, so when they front four playing, they can get it. Don't say they can play with the best on, but they just give up. They just give up a lot. They just give up a whole lot of
Yeah,
score.
yeah, that's that Big 12 defense. Sometimes it just don't be there.
Oh yeah, that's like yeah, you right about that. That's how they gonna be. But they give up a lot, but they be willing. That's how they try to win their game. They
Yeah, I
don't want to
told you before you
outscope. They
need to
want
put. Yeah, I told you before you need to put North Carolina Tar Heels over there, and they'll fit in perfect. No defense and high flying offense.
so you hit on that because you gonna hit on you gonna mess with old Super Dave by the team, huh?
Yeah, you know it. I ain't gotta say it. Your
Uh, uh,
defense look
uh,
like a middle school.
yeah, they don't. Yeah, sometimes with defense just go out the way. I'm gonna get a little
Yeah,
breaking little action right now. Just give everybody the update on the score. South Florida 24, number 24 Cincinnati 28. You got Auburn 3, Georgia 14, number 2 Georgia 14. You got Texas Tech 24, Oklahoma State. Speaking of, they 20. That was they give them a lot of points. They're gonna try to score. That's number 7 Oklahoma State 20, Texas Tech 24. I think they down in Stillwater struggling with that game. Look like they struggling. And Utah 10 and UCLA. That game live right now 14-10 uh, UCLA. And with UCLA with the ball, you got Ohio State 28, Michigan State 13. Two. That's on the 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter with Ohio State with the ball. Got Ole Miss 17 trailing Vanderbilt 20 to 17 at the
what?
half.
Wow,
Down in Vanderbilt. That's a shocker
wow.
there. That's a shocker
That's
there.
a shocker. That's an upset alert right there. But I think Ole Miss gonna come out the second half and handle their business.
Washington 10, Arizona 24. Number 21 Washington 16. 1-4 Arizona State 24. They down in Arizona and Arizona getting the blue. Washington
Yeah,
4-1
that
trying to
heat,
make them.
that
Yeah,
heat
yeah,
done got to them.
Yeah, oh yeah, that oh yeah,
Climbing.
that desert heat, yeah.
It
I
came from
tell
up
you.
there from that northwest with all that old nice weather around this time, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now they had to go down here to the desert. It's a different thing. Them tongues out.
Yeah, they're
Let's
gonna
see.
make they're gonna do. Go ahead,
North
Trey.
Carolina winning against Miami, 21-14, going into
Yeah,
halftime.
they probably
Okay.
scored 100 points in that damn game. Neither one of them
Yeah,
could stop each other. It's just who got the ball the last
yeah,
and
that's
who
right.
go for a 2 point conversion.
You ain't kidding about that. Yeah, that's all well. Then Michigan, they took care. They beat Michigan 31, Indiana 10. They gonna have to regroup down there. Michigan, man, they struggled that game. They was 10-10, I think 10-10 at the half. They
Yep.
Indiana was giving them the blues, man. But Michigan talent usually outweigh and take over. They pulled it off with JJ McCarthy 28-36 for 304 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Running back Blake went for 25 carries, 124 yards and a touchdown, and wide receiver Ronnie Bell. Sound like you don't know it, the BBV. 11 reception, 11 receptions, 121 yards. So Michigan pulled it out against Indiana, man. That game should have been hanging around 10-10 with
No,
Michigan,
man.
man. That
I
long, but
don't know. No. I don't know what to
uh,
say about the Wolverines. I think they're gonna have a good showing this year against Ohio State when they see them. But nah, it's suspect now. They starting to be in too many close games with competitors that are not supposed to stick around. And now look, I mean, look what happened with them in Maryland. It just I mean, they still winning, you know what I'm saying? Like a little ugly win, against, you know what I'm saying, whatever loss. But hey, they still undefeated.
indeed, indeed. Yeah, quarterback on for Indy, Connor Baszler, he went for 25, 48, 203 yards and a touchdown and one interception. So they gave, like I said, they gave him all they can deal with. They gave him all they can deal with. So that was that Michigan got to go back and figure out what they gonna be, what they gonna be, cause you can't struggle like that coming down the stretch right now. That's gonna be almost halfway at the midway point of the season right now. You got to figure out
What you made of.
what you made of. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna make moving on down to the Red River Shootout. But Red River. Let me get that right. The Red River Rivalry. They don't want you to use the shootout no more. But the Red River
Yeah, I
Rivalry.
don't want you to use it, but that's everything. Every damn year, it be everybody scoring, 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 scoring. Big 12 fashion, no defense. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, they put a whooping on Oklahoma at the state for 49-0.
Woo! I told
Quarterback
you to go Texas.
Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, welcome back. That boy been down. He went out against Bama, and I still say today if that boy stayed against Bama, I think they were gonna take Bama. I'm almost sure that
Yeah,
boy was driving that ball, but
yeah, he was
21, he
driving.
went 21, 31, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns, and one interception.
Yep. And then
Hit
that's
six.
another team I told you about earlier this morning. I said Texas. And look what happened. Slaughterhouse.
They ran six different running backs with total 279 yards, five and six different receivers totaling 289 yards. Well, that's the same wide receiver. Jordan Whittington, he had five receptions, 97 yards of that 289 yards. Man, for an OU man, they just struggled all around, man.
Yeah, they couldn't
Davis,
Hmm.
they couldn't get their passing game going. They only had 39-yard passing.
Yeah, I could tell that Longhorn defense, but even though they wasn't around when they played TC, I wasn't there. But I'm gonna say it like this. Texas looked good, just like Tony said. That quarterback would have been in there. I think they would have beat Bama. They probably would be undefeated right now.
I mean, they 4-2 right now.
Yeah, but with that
yeah,
quarterback had been in there,
he been
I
there that
don't think they
game. Yeah,
lost the
that
game.
game. Yeah, he been out. He back now, bro. He playing some good ball. He back, and we're gonna see what
That
their
was
future
Texas
hold.
Tech who
But
had beat
OU,
them, wasn't it?
like Yeah, I think so. I think it was Texas Tech. But like Travis
Yeah.
said, man, you're not gonna get nothing done with the way with Davis Benfield. He was 6 for 12, 39 yards, no touchdowns and one interception. They didn't play. They played quarterback Eric Gray. He went one for two with one. Threw came in and threw an interception. Exception. Michael Turk 1 for 1, 3 yards. Marcus Major 1 for 1, -2 yards. Nick Evers 0 for 1, 0, 0, 0. Then they
Yeah,
got coach. I told
they
you
wasn't
can't
prepared for
make
this game.
yeah you can't even make up these stats, man. You can't even make it up, man. Then and then that like we spoke about, I said we're gonna get to that later with they coach Brent Venable. That was the defensive coordinator coach for Clemson with them 5 defenses they had. So he got him a head coaching job, and defense went out the door. This man here, boy,
Mm.
he's a defensive minded coach, and that's 2 weeks in a row you done got boat raced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an awful showing by Oklahoma. That was just
Awful,
bad
awful,
coaching.
awful, awful, man. It don't get no worse. It don't get no worse than that. It
Nope.
was pitiful, man. I
Pitiful.
don't, yeah, but we're gonna get down to the break in right now to the Heisman watch, and I know everybody we got the Heisman watch. We got players that everybody talk about. We got Bryce Young, Bama leading, know what I'm saying, leading the way. C.J. Stroud, Ohio State.
Strout really
Yeah,
leading the way, man.
yeah. I'm just throwing at the top nine. This ain't necessarily in order. K.J. Jefferson, which is took a lick now. He pretty much going. Stetson Bennett. These are names that people talk about now. Khalid Williams from USC. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Daniels from Kansas State. You got Brock Byers. You got Hindu Hooker. Now that's the gang. That's the name of two names. I just want to speak about. Going to be on the rise. The Hindu Hooker from Tennessee, man, and they need to keep an eye. He ain't been nobody mentioning his name yet. No surprise. They better try to watch out for UCLA Dorian Thomas Robinson, UCLA quarterback. They gonna sneak in them two at they got at the bottom with Hendon Hooker, man, and Dorian Thomas Robinson. They gonna a better out, man. They gonna be in the head of the honcho. And then we're gonna look and
I
see
ain't
what
gonna
Bama got.
lie, Jalen Daniels from Kansas, he been looking good this year.
Yeah, yeah, it be looking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people on yeah, from K.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you the quarterback that's really been looking good though. Real straight up, real talk, and that's North Carolina, man. North Carolina quarterback been looking good.
Drake, man.
Yeah,
They,
dog, if they
eh,
had any type of defense, them boys would be undefeated, man.
yeah, but they get
That
yeah, but
boy's a
that yeah.
freshman, and he making it happen. Him and that running back.
Oh yeah, they can make it happen. They gonna see what you said what that school is, Travis? You said that Miami and North Carolina game is.
Let me see.
They up by a touchdown. They up
Yeah,
by a
they
touchdown. I think it's going to halftime, right?
Is it
yeah,
not?
had to.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna keep an eye on them and see what they got on for the day. So what we're
That's the
gonna do?
only thing. That's the
Yeah, but
only thing that North Carolina need if they defense to wake up, and they will boat a lot of damn people, man.
that D can't. If it ain't there, you can't wake up. Yeah, Drake May. Now they had, but he got them coming in this year that with to do some damage, to do some damage. But
Who would have thought he'd
he
have been doing it like that though?
yeah. But man, I'm telling you, you got see North Carolina's on that side too. You got to check them out play. They ain't gonna get talked about like the Bryce Youngs and the cats like that. But I'm telling y'all, that boy Hendon Hooker, but it's gonna be a Heisman Trophy against Heisman Trophy next week down in Tennessee. You're gonna see him play head to head, and then just look at the game today. If you get when you get it when you end the show, check out the rest of the UCLA game, UCLA and Utah. Check them out, and you gonna see this that boy Darian Thompson Robinson. They call him DTR. He's nice, man. I'm telling you, he's nice. He's nice. He ain't get looked right now because he's in the Pac-12. But they go
Yeah,
as
I
they
call
as they
him
get, but
DTR. He might
yeah.
win the Heisman down the road, but it ain't gonna be this year.
But I'm saying you don't know. We got a lot of football to be played. But UCLA, don't forget. Not that you got to understand one thing. They 18. They 5-0. If they could
Yeah,
be in Utah at number 11, and they 4-1.
Ain't they in the
They not.
same conference with USC?
Yeah, they Pac-12. That's what I said. The Pac. I said that's
Yeah,
why they ain't getting looked
yeah,
at. Even you because they wouldn't look at the USC. See, he gonna go by the popularity USC quarterback Caleb Williams. So he gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. He gonna have to make some noise. So they'll all of them see each other. That's what I'm saying.
yep,
When all these players we naming, sooner or later they're gonna step on the field with each other, see each other. Just like I just said
yep,
about Hook and Bryce Young next week. We don't look at the score. Look at the big play be made and what they is, not just the stat, the big play game.
yep.
Yeah. Like, but round enough that we're gonna keep an eye on all the scores as they go on, and we'll hit on next week and everything. But that's our Heisman watch for the day. So now we're gonna go on to the end of the day to what I like the best to hold y'all to y'all word, hold y'all to the fire. We're gonna go prediction time. What we got is
Let's
the
go.
end. We got South Carolina gonna be at number 13 Kentucky
Kentucky.
tonight. Who you like, Trav?
I'm going with Kentucky with this.
All right, we got number 14 BYU versus Notre Dame.
BYU.
Yeah, I'm taking BYU.
All right, I'm going BYU also with Kentucky also. All right, now we're going down to Bama tonight at Texas A&M.
Bama.
Bama by 3 touchdowns.
I got Bama by 3 because Nick said they mad about doing that. Him and Jimbo bumped heads, so I think they bitter. So he
Yeah,
might try to run it up on old Jimbo.
yeah. I think he is too.
All right, now we got Florida State at number 15, North Carolina State.
That is a hard game, but I'm gonna step out on faith. I'm going with Florida State.
I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. Even though North Carolina State, they're a good team, but that's a rivalry there too. I'm gonna go with Florida State too.
I guess we all see the same thing. I've been riding with Florida State all year. Ain't no sense of me getting off of them now. So I'm gonna
I'm
ride
riding
with
with
them too.
Florida there through the year you too.
Hey, that's
Yeah, you been
okay. I
wrong
got that's
about
my
that
team.
down there again.
I got to ride with my team. We won today. A win is a win is a win is a win. But you know what I'm saying? So we got that prediction out the way. And so what we're gonna do, we'll recap of the games of right now before we shut it down. Live right now, the third quarter. Auburn 3,
Woo, woo, woo.
Georgia Georgia 21. In this, that's the third quarter. 7 minutes left in the third. Texas Tech 24, Oklahoma State 20, 14 in the third. Utah 10, UCLA 21. That's five and a half in the third. And at halftime, we got Ohio State 35, Michigan State 13 at the half. And we got also at the half, Ole Miss. Again, Ole Miss 17, Vanderbilt 20, struggling with old Vandy on the road at halftime. We got Washington. We keep forgetting about Washington. Washington got a good squad this year.
Huskies.
They 4-1, ranked 21.
Huskies.
They 17, but they struggling down in Arizona in that heat, 17-24. TCU. We talked about them. They final 38-31. We talked about the finals. So we're
Oh,
gonna
oh, you got UCLA beating Utah right now, 21-10.
that was telling y'all. Y'all need to check out that boy DTR. Check out DTR, man. Number one. That dude
Hey, I
that
got
got nice, man.
y'all don't never want to bring them up, but I have a prediction.
Who that?
South Alabama wins.
Who they
South
playing?
Alabama. Uh,
Who?
who are they playing? They are playing the.
You don't even know who they playing.
I
Go
think
South
they one
Alabama
of them.
playing.
They playing one.
Yeah.
They playing one of them Louisiana teams. I think that's what they're playing.
Oh man, daddy, you gotta know who they playing. You how just bust out they gonna win. You don't even know who they
I
playing.
forgot. I'm telling you, they gonna win.
Oh,
Well,
they
we go
playing
okay. We go.
Listen, I'm tell y'all something about South Alabama. Y'all don't like give them enough credit, but this year right here, South Alabama rolling. South Alabama they whoop everybody. Only they got one loss on their record. Guess who that is? The UCLA 31-32.
Okay, but we
Telling you.
going for South though. Okay, yeah, we hoping they win too. Okay, well
Okay,
okay. So
let
some
y'all
team in
know.
Louisiana, they gonna beat some team in Louisiana.
Okay, well,
All right.
but what's up with Jackson State? Can Jackson State get some props in here today?
Oh, yo, Jackson State, yeah, they gonna get some. I tell you what, November, November, the week of November 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's gonna be
That's
in
right.
Mobile, Alabama.
That's right.
Jackson State
Glad people stayed in.
taking on A&M, Alabama A&M. It's gonna be a whole week of festivities going down. That's in Mobile, Alabama. Tickets already sold out. You got to get them on. Get you on the black market. But it's gonna be a fest going on all week. Tailgating all week. Everything from the 7th, 8th, and 9th on through the week of November. I think November 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. All that week. Comedy shows, parties, tailgates, everything gonna be going on. That's gonna be Mobile, Alabama. That's Deion Sanders coming into town with Jackson State taking on Alabama A&M, Mobile, Alabama. Lad People Stadium already sold out. But like I say, got to get it out the black market. But this is your boy Murdoch sitting in with the spectacular E and it's his statistician Travis. Thank y'all again for tuning in to the College Tailgate Show. As always, we out. Go Gators.